Hello everybody and welcome back to another FS22 Zielonka video. Last time we put the combine right here to work, not on our fields, but on our fellow farmers' fields. Yeah, because we don't have any crops that the combine can harvest. We just have vegetables. And speaking of the vegetables, they're done growing. So we can go ahead and put this back and then just go ahead and neaten up the the yard before we get on with everything. But yeah. Now, I've been thinking, though, the combine we use very rarely. Something like an olive harvester would actually get used every year. And we already have our own vegetable harvester. So I'm actually, as tough as a decision as it is, we're going to be selling the Deutz Fahr Topliner. We grow olives way more often. And we could literally own an olive harvester instead, and that would end up saving us money in the long run, versus just leasing a combine, you know, whenever we need to harvest. Gonna drop that off right there. I don't know how much money it's gonna take to get a good price for these things. The header, I think, I mean, it might be fine. We'll see. The maintenance isn't too bad. It is tough to see it go, though. Paint condition. I can afford to repaint and repair the header trailer. You get a bit more money if you can do that, but let me just see, 56, that's like 60,000. How much is the olive harvester? 306. I think I'm gonna I think for now I'm gonna keep it. Doesn't make sense to sell it until we can actually afford that. Because yeah, that is a lot, and we're not really gonna get a lot of... I thought we would get more money from this thing, to be honest, but I guess, you know, that's just how it be. So yeah, you get to be on the farm for a little bit longer. I was hoping for like at least 100,000, and maybe we could get that if we repainted everything. But then, well, also we're spending the money on the repainting, and I don't know. I think repainting's worth doing it if you can afford it, but if you can't afford it, it doesn't make any sense, because you get like a little bit of your money back. You get your money back and then a little bit on top of it. So it makes sense if you can afford it, but if you can't afford it, I don't know if it's worth taking a loan out just to repaint. I mean, maybe. If you can pay back the loan immediately, there's no interest, so I don't know. Something to think about, but yeah. Definitely gonna at least hold on to the combine for a little bit longer. You know, it's still useful. We can do contracts with it. But yeah, olive harvester would be good. We were gonna have to lease one. Let's figure out what we're gonna have to... Let's figure out what to sell in order to afford that. I mean, we'll probably just end up taking out the loan. I mean, you know, we own a slurry spreader now. We can go do some fertilizing contracts, maybe. But yeah, no, but nobody wants their field slurried right now. Everybody just got their field harvested. Okay, come on. Fit in your combine hole. The spot designed specifically for bine hole. There we go. Okie doke. So we do potatoes. I didn't even think about that. Potatoes are going to require the potato thing on the back. Right, we're going to have to lease that. And then I think we have until tomorrow. Yeah, the red beets we have October to do the red beets, but then that's also when the olives are due. So it's like we got 2 months for those, and then yeah, I think I at least need to do that. Yeah, for some reason these don't do potatoes. You think they would, because it's yeah, but no, we need the potato one. Again, very, very confusing. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess it's fine. I think we used the Keeler 2 last time. Yeah, we couldn't even afford that. Yeah, I think we used the Keeler 2 last time. Yeah, we don't have enough money to lease it with 10K. Okay, how much is it to lease it? Let me get 25. Is it like 15, maybe? 10,965. Okay. So we just barely couldn't afford it. That's funny. Alright, you need gas. So let's get you... We'll go and get you situated with some gas. If I shift out of neutral, that would be a good place to start, you know? Did they stop loading up that pallet because it got full? Or no, not full, but it just got nudged. Yeah, like that pallet got nudged. So therefore, they started making this one. There's still quite a few eggs. It's over 1,000. I think those are best coming up pretty soon. They're best today, actually. Straw's good next... Oh no, wait, not today. It's September. So, 2 months. 2 months. 2 months and eggs will be the best. I don't know why I thought, for some reason, I'm like, oh, it's fall, November. No, that's not the only month that is fall. There are 2 months that classify as fall. 3. 3 months. There's 3 months in every season. Yes. And if you're wondering, it's the month that includes the equinox or solstice. So March, because the spring equinox is in March, March is a spring month. It's not counted as winter, even though technically the month is mostly winter. It's considered the first month of spring. But yeah, no, most of March is still winter. Yeah. Getting some gas at the gas station. Okay, 198 fuel costs. That is our fuel costs. Wait, hold on. I don't ever notice that. There's another golden apple. 25 more to go. Oh man, it was just in the trash. We drive by here all the time, and I never even noticed that one. Yeah, we drive by here all the time, and I just never thought to check that trash can. I feel like a lot of them have to be, like, in this kind of city-town area. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. We've been around this church. I want to say we have, but also I'm going to be like, we might have missed one. Oh, great. Now I'm on the collectible hunt. Oh, look, you can get on the roof. Look, if you can get on the roof, you know there's something good. If they give you roof access... Woof access? Maybe not woof access as easy as I thought. Oh no, it is. They give you a ladder. They give you a ladder. You can get on the roof, which means there's got to be something. Yep, there it is. Money. There's money on this roof. Are there any more? Oh, like you feel like they'd put one up here, but I guess, yeah, you probably can't really get up there. But wow. Very nice. Ah, I fell. Alright, well there we go. We just we just covered our leasing fees. Yay! Yeah, we just covered the leasing fees. Hip hip hooray. I saw some yellow, I thought that was it. Ah. Sorry. I was parked. And then you got in front of me. So we may go. Alright. Yeah, once I find one, I can't stop. Once I find one, I'm on the craze. I have the craze. The crazy craze. You know. You know. If you know, you know. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this potato harvest. This plentiful potato harvest. And then, yeah, I think once this is done, then we'll move on to the beets. But yeah, I think both harvests are going to kind of go similarly. It's just, the machine that's doing it. We have our other veggie machine, our 2-row veggie machine that'll make harvesting the beets a breeze. This is also a 2-row machine. It's a 2-row potato machine, and at least we don't have to have a tractor following beside us at all times, because it does have an internal capacity. But it does work very similar to that other machine. So, that's kind of nice. Alright, let's go ahead and unfold it. There it is. Go ahead and start her up. Alright, and there it goes. Grabbing the taters. Picking up taters. We're at the check, actually, how these are looking. Very good. 99% yield potential. Alright. 99% yield potential is very good. I like 99% yield potential. So yeah, we're going to go up this side of the field. and then we go down the other side, and then we reverse it. And then we keep doing it again and again. Because, yeah, otherwise, if we just turned around here, we'd be driving through the potatoes. And that wouldn't be ideal. Now, would it? No, it wouldn't. So, yeah, I want to go up this way, down the other way. And, yeah, it does seem like we are struggling a bit. Maybe I can drop a gear? Maybe 2 gears? Okay, it seems to like this gear. Maybe not too much. It's a bit better, though. Seems to like, I don't know, 4-3, 4-2? Oh yeah, now we're leveling off again. Yeah, it just gets steep in that middle part of the field. So that's really what we gotta look out for. But other than that, it's smooth sailing, I'd say. I don't have access to this land, but I do have access to potato. Yeah, it would be nice if we could do the potato harvest next month, and we could just focus on the red beets today, because there's going to be a lot of just like not knowing what to do, basically, because as we run the potato thing, it's going to fill up. Then I'll have to get the tractor, so it's going to make most sense to put this on a worker, because they're going to start filling up. So maybe we can do some more contracts. We can have a look-see. But yeah, we can't really do a whole lot while the beet machine is running. Like, the beet machine kind of takes both tractors and is going to take full attention. Whereas this, it can kind of be put on the back burner with a worker, and all we have to do is unload them when they get close to full. So it's like less work, but then it's like, okay, well, what else do we do? Whereas with the olives, it's also the same kind of thing. Okay, we can just wait for them to fill up, but it's not ready at the same time. The olives still have another month, but by the time we wait that long, the potatoes will be dead. So, it's kind of annoying. How we gotta wait for the olives to be ready, and in the meantime we can harvest the potatoes, but yeah. Come on! Pull that potato machine! No matter what gear we select, it's just gonna be like, help me! And there we go, we are full. That's all the wheat we gathered last time. We'll go ahead and grab the big trailer, because that's probably the one that we will be unloading into. I gotta move that slurry spreader into a better spot, because it's kind of in the way where it is currently. Alright, here we go. Fill her up. Alright, there we are. And now we keep going. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get on with this. We'll see how far we get. And yeah. Alrighty, here we go.
This is where I wanna be. 'Cause I love you all the time, boy. Got you on my mind, boy. Never gonna stop. Give it up, 'cause you're my boy. Never gonna stop. Give it up, 'cause you're my boy.
Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Found a lot of them today. Again, it's like we've been around this place, but obviously not good enough. We missed that one hiding in the pipe. There you go. There's your potatoes. Oh, look at that vents. Ooh, those vents. That's fancy vents. Alright. Let's see. Let's have a look-see at our production. So yeah, there's a bit of olive oil in there, so we can go ahead and start production. Wait, that's the sunflower one. There we go. Olive oil. Activate. Alright, so yeah, we can go ahead and do that. I know I mentioned it in a post, actually. But I haven't said it on a video yet. But yeah, something funny is Lay's potato chip is stealing our idea. They're making potato chips with olive oil now. Not fried, because yeah, olive oil is actually not great for frying. But no, their new line of healthy baked potato chips uses olive oil. So you know what? That's probably what we're making here. Healthy potato chips. Because yeah, obviously, like, you know, you fry them. That's like the typical way of making it. But then, you know, you have the baked ones, the healthy ones, the less fattening ones. And yeah, that's probably what we made. Anything under the bridge? Anything under the bridge? Nothing under the bridge. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what we're making. Because yeah, olive oil, not really a great frying oil. It's great for a lot of things, just not frying. But yeah, I can't believe we've already we found 3 golden apples today. That's wild. Only 23 left to go. Wonder where they can all be. Wonder where they be. They're getting under that bridge. I mean, there's a chance they could be under that bridge, but, you know, it's covered in water, a lot of water. You know, it wouldn't be ideal. Ooh, okay, don't crush the potatoes. Yeah, so I'd say... Do we say 50% done? I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell with how the field is kind of chopped up a little bit. Let's switch to you. Go ahead and pipe out. There it is, and we'll go ahead and park under the pipe. All right. There we go. Potatoes. Wheat would be good here. Corn would be good here. Sunflowers, not so much. Maybe leaning towards corn or wheat, honestly. Might be leaning towards corn or wheat here. Wheat probably makes the most sense. Alright. Alright, to get you out of the way. Yeah, because you can't run this thing with the pipe. So yeah, honestly, it's fine. I'm gonna just keep probably running this manually, because I forgot that you can't actually use this thing when the pipe's out. As you can see, it kind of... When it lifts up, it kind of breaks that conveyor belt. That conveyor belt's going, like, up, and it's going to launch our potatoes into space. We definitely don't want that. So, yeah, we need to bring the pipe back down. There we go, and as you can see, now the conveyor belt is a more reasonable angle, and the machine can run. Yeah, now when piping out, you can't use the machine. So there's no, like, unloading on the go. So, yeah, this is probably just makes sense for me to do this. Yeah, maybe after this, and then after this we can get on with a little bit of the red beets. But honestly, you know, this might take so long that honestly that ends up being next time, along with the olives, and the olives aren't going to take too long. So, like, you know, olives we can put on a worker, and then load up the other trailer, whatever, you know. Use the small tractor, have that kind of going in the background. We do have plenty of time until the red beets go bad, but the potatoes... This is pretty much the only day to harvest them, because they weren't ready yesterday, and today is the last day to harvest potatoes. If we planted them early, then we would have had an extra day, but we didn't. We planted these, like, last minute, like the last possible season, or month, last possible month we planted these. Because, yeah, I remember it fondly. working all the way up until midnight to try and get all these planted before the game ticked over and was like, sorry, it's not the right month anymore. You can't plant potatoes anymore. And then we ran out of fuel right when I finished it. I mean, that didn't make it into the video, but it was funny. And then I already mentioned that the game just sort of was like, you can have the fuel. You didn't actually run out of fuel, you just imagined it. Yeah, sure. I wish I was recording it, because it would have been hilarious. Yeah, it seems like Gear 1 is just the best for this kind of hill climb section, where we got to climb the steep hill. Luckily, that field's a lot more level, so won't have nearly as many problems. Potatoes. Potatoes. Potato, 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 potato. I don't know. The things that my brain does. Yeah, I'm honestly wondering, like, do we buy more fields? Because, like, I don't know, it's having two, it's kind of a lot. But I mean, if one of them was a combine crop, then it wouldn't have been too bad, and it would have basically just cut into, instead of doing a contract yesterday, we would have just been harvesting our own field. So honestly, might end up buying that field above the farm. 51. You know, could buy 51, maybe 50, and I'd honestly be happy with that. They do seem like some two very nice fields. I mean, silty clay potential is but for the price, like, that's such a good price. 27 and then 24. That's kind of pricey. Field 44, and you don't really get a whole lot, and it's all silty clay. Yeah, I'd rather, I mean, 60%, and then, I mean, 75% is kind of like, ooh, gosh, we are all the way over in here. Yeah, the silty clay percentages aren't great. Like, I would honestly prefer less silty clay percentage, but, you know, you can't beat the convenience of it being right next to our farm. I don't really know if I'd want to buy any fields too far away from our farm, because then that just adds to the hassle. If we just owned, like, this whole little sector, I could honestly be on board with that. I guess it just depends how much money we get from these potato chips. I guess that will be the real decision, whether we buy those fields. Because they would definitely speed along a lot of stuff. If we had 2 extra fields to harvest. I mean, it would be a lot more work, but that's kind of what we want, though. You know, we do still spend a lot of months on this farm just not doing a whole lot. If it wasn't for our loan being so big and just, you know, having a giant olive field over there, it would definitely make a lot of sense, I think. Like it would be a no-brainer, but just the loan kind of. But again, it's an investment. It'll pay itself off in the long run, and it'll probably, if we did it now, it would probably shorten Zielonka to literally only having 1 year left. We buy those fields, and then it's the last year of Zielonka. Because then, yeah, the amount of money we'll get from them. You definitely get more money harvesting them than you would than you do from buying them. That's for sure. Like, we definitely made way more than $20,000 on our carrots. Because this field was like 20. It was 20 something, 20, maybe 30-ish. But we definitely made, I can't remember how much we made from our carrots, but we definitely made a lot. We made a lot from our carrots. I mean, we sold the soybeans as well, but, I mean, it was enough to afford a slurry spreader, so I guess there you go. But yeah, then once we sell our potato chips, we'll see what kind of situation we're in. Hopefully, it'll be a lot bigger of a harvest. I mean, it should be way bigger harvest of potato chips than it was before, because we had to sell a lot of our potatoes in order to actually afford the potato chip plant. Whereas this time, coming in around the second time, it is all investment. It is all profit. Like, we've already bought the thing. We've already basically paid it off. Yeah, like, we've made enough money to pay it off, but then we've bought more things. So, you know, technically that's paid off. But, you know, we paid off that loan, and then we immediately took out another loan on a slurry spreader. It's fine, don't worry about it. But yeah, no, it's paid off, so now it's just full investment. And we have a massive potato field here. I think this field... I'm not sure if this field's bigger than that field, but it might be. So, if this field's bigger, then that means, obviously, more potatoes coming out of it. Which, in turn, is more profit, more money, more yay. Yeah, it is bigger. It's definitely bigger. This is 0.97 hectares. This is 0.97 hectares. Oh, but it includes the farm. See, that's included in the farm. So yeah, definitely bigger, and also lots of silty clay there. Not a whole lot of silty clay here, mostly sandy loam, which helps. We're getting way more yield. I think that that field gets like 80% in the silty clay, I think. I want to say it's like 80% in the silty clay, and then you get 100% on this. Alright, more potatoes for you. You are full. Let's keep going. And then once we're full again, then we'll unload you. Getting down to the last couple passes. I think this load is gonna get us down to maybe like 4 to 6 rows left. 3 passes left. Alright, a little bit more left than I thought there would be. Let's see there, did I get it all the way? Not quite. Alright, that's fine. Close enough. Close that. Alright. Let's go ahead and get these down to the potato chip plant. Potato processor. And then I think we've probably got another 66% of a trailer. Judging by what's left. Maybe, could possibly be a full trailer, actually, if there's a particularly high-yielding spot left. We'll have to see. You know, like if there's a spot in that field that just, like a spot there that just yields like 120%, like for a good chunk, we probably might actually fill up 3 trailers. We'll see, though. Would definitely be very hype if that happened. So far, we've already got 56,000 liters, which I actually think is about the amount we sold last time. Last time we did this chain, we sold about 56,000 liters of potatoes. I want to say it was around that much. It feels like that number feels right. I'll have to go back and look, but it feels like, yeah, we must have sold like 56,000 liters, and now all that's going into the potato processor, plus the extra. You know, I'm just saying, this might end up yielding a lot more money than we're expecting. Or I'm expecting. You guys might be expecting a lot of money. But I don't know, I'm expecting a decent amount. But not like, you know, crazy. But who knows, it might be crazy. It might be crazy. Oh my gosh. What if it's crazy? Alright, there we go. So, yeah, we've already started, but they've already made almost 2,000 liters. Yeah, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much oil. So, I think we can let this run overnight, and it'll probably be pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can probably run this overnight without any issues. The first pallet is about to pop out, because yeah, each pallet is 2,000 liters. So when we come bring the final trailer, we will have a pallet. We will have un paleto. I think that's pallet in some language. Ow. And that's a fence. In a language. The English language, specifically. Wow, how is the Zeter already all the way damaged? Oh, it must be the trailer. Yeah, it's the trailer. Trailer needs maintenance. Got it. I'm like, we just repaired the Zeter, and it's already half. But no, that's the Zeter, and then that's the Zeter plus the trailer. It's the average, which must mean the trailer is, like, really damaged. Yeah, 66% damaged. Actually, does it depend on what I'm selecting? Like, if I switch... No, that doesn't do it. I thought it was average. That just seems like it's just telling me what the trailer is. Because 66 damage... I don't know. Seems kind of weird. I gotta get the Zeter out of the way, though. Yeah, I think this is just telling me the damage of the train. Yeah, I don't know. I always thought it was the average of the two machines, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's some other... There's some other logic. Because I feel like if it was... Because now I feel like if it was the average, it would be a little bit higher. Because this thing's probably, you know, fully maintained because we're releasing it. Looks like 4 more passes left there. It'll probably be a little over 3... I'm going to say exactly 3/4 of a trailer, 75%. I'm going to say exactly. Because I was going to say it would probably be a little over like 2/3, but no, I'm going to say 3/4. Because that is a little over 2/3, but that is more precise. And I'm feeling like that's the number. 75%. 75% feels like a good amount of percent. You know? Feels like a percentage number. A number that is a percentage. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Are we gonna fit? Yes, we are. Yes, we fit. Alright, looks like it's actually getting late already. Doesn't seem like we'll have much time to work on the red beets. That's okay. We'll have next time. I mean, we'll also have the olives as well, but that's just what's gonna have to happen, I guess. Next time's gonna be pretty chock full. Alright, I'm gonna go and unload this here. At 80%, the field yields too much to, yeah, the field yields way too much in order to be able to get around here again. We'll be full on the other side. Oh, whoops. And the rest of this should fit in this. Watch out, people. Can't you see I'm harvesting potatoes here? Maybe you can't. Which, in that case, I'm harvesting potatoes here. Look out. Second to last pass. Yep. If the final pass is a downhill pass, that makes things nice as well. Okie dokie. There we go. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, there we go. Got him. Eat them potatoes. The end is in sight. Ooh, 16 miles per hour. Slow down. Alright, let's see. How much? How much potato? Oh, more than 75. $87. So almost 3 trailers. Wow. Yeah, folding is not allowed while August. I thought that might be the case. Alright, let's get that in without attacking the other tractor, and then get it all folded up while pulling out onto the road. My car was like, whoa, what in the world is that thing? Potato harvester. Did its job good. Did a good job. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep that trailer of potatoes at the farm. Well, actually, I do need to unload them. I gotta figure out what to do. I gotta put some potatoes aside, because we're gonna need them to reseed next year. One thing I was looking at, let me just have a look-see at it again. Yeah, this fertilizer trailer. That can hold 8,500 liters. It might be enough? I don't know. I was thinking about using this. Yeah, it can hold potatoes. So, like, fill it up with potatoes and then use that to run our little tiny potato planter. But I don't know. Maybe we just buy... Because, yeah, we have that little tiny potato planter. This one. This little potato planter that we got. It's 1.5 meter. Holds 200 liters. Barely lasts a little bit. I think, yeah, combining it with that other thing probably would work quite well. So yeah, I just need somewhere to store the potatoes. Oh, did we keep this thing just marginally too long? And then we got charged? We already did the operating hours. But yeah. I don't know. Do we keep it like slightly too long? Like the ownership hours went out? I don't know. I don't think our money went down. I think we were always at 489. I guess let me get you ready to do the next thing. I guess I can go and get you ready. Maybe go ahead and try and get this thing put away too. Is that bay? There's no space in there. I mean, I can put you in where the Zeter normally lives, and then I can maybe shove some things around. I normally put the Zeter in there. Yeah, the Zeter normally lives here, but the Zeter could, you know, honestly live here as well. Like, the Zeter doesn't have to... The Zeter... Nobody's forcing the Zeter to live where it's living, you know? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm moving the tractor. Tractor's getting moved. Yeah, at least it's not a stinky dolly. I mean, it's stinky, but it's not a stinky dolly. No. Okay. Straighten out a little bit. Approach is kinda... Eh. I keep lining it right into that door. All right. Oh, come on. At least this thing actually fits. Unlike our last impulse purchase. Ignore that. There we are. Alright. Yeah, this thing steers itself very nicely. Okay, I might need to just dive into this field halfway through it, because this looks like it's not really gonna be too easy to get started. I might be able to get started like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, yeah. I do need to take these potatoes away, but... Can we store them? Oh yeah, we can, can't we? We can store them in the... Oh, car! Oh, 2 cars! Yeah, we can store them up here. And I did want to, because there was... Yeah, we can start making the pig food now. So yeah, I can just store all the potatoes up here. Just store them all up here in the windmill. And then we can take them out when we need them to seed. So yeah, we'll just hold on to these. This will be our stockpile. Alright, dollies. Why did I choose to back this up on a hill of all things? Yeah, potatoes go in. Alright, and then I believe we can start potatoes pig food. So it requires potatoes, sorghum, I like how the potato. Oh, there we go. It updated. Potatoes were like all the way off the charts. Yeah, barley, sorghum, soybeans. Yeah, so probably, and we'll probably run out of soybeans first if I were to guess, but we'll see what happens here. Activate. All right, I'll go ahead and drive this over to the field and get ready for next time. That we gotta do like the whole follow me thing. So do that, do that. All right. Okie doke. Well, that looks pretty good. Chickens are happy. I think so. Yeah, they have food. They got base food. They're good. Ooh, got some more approaching that 24-month period, so. Also got a couple more pigs to sell. And you guys ran out of wheat. We have some wheat over here. I don't know if the other tractor can pull that trailer. But we'll go ahead and give you guys some wheat. Oh, we have some wheat in here too. Oh, no, that's pig food. Okay. Well, we can probably give that to the pigs. Oh yeah, the other tractors are all lined up ready to go. So I don't know. Whoa. Now that's some skill I didn't know I had. Get on out of here. Okay, let's see if we can't pull this. We might be able to do it. It's not fully loaded. Go! Whoa, whoa, okay. Yeah, don't go too fast. Yeah, maybe low gear is better. Yeah, it seems more controllable. I mean, as controllable as you can get with a trailer 10 times heavier than what this tractor could probably reasonably carry. Alright, here you go, chickens. Here you go. Alright, good. Good. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe for new videos. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, we're running over chickens. And yeah, next time we are going to have a quite a busy day. We have not only our red beets to harvest, but we're going to have the olives as well. So yeah, busy day coming up. Yeah, it seems like this trailer just has a mind of its own. What if we... Hold on, what if... Are we better off reversing it, actually? It might be more controllable in reverse. Hold up. I mean, it's a dolly, so is it really more controllable in reverse? I mean, I can at least steer it, I guess. Oh, I'm nudging the eggs all over the place. I don't know how to... Okay, steer. This way. That way. Yes, good. Nope, we ran something over. Okay. Turn the trailer this way. Get attacked by the front loader. This is all part of the plan. Become one with the front loader. That was not part of the plan. Forward. Beans. Power. 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 More power. More power. More power. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We made it. Oh gosh, now the front loader is wedged. Okay, get out of here, front loader. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I made it. I made it to the silo. I'm still being attacked. There we go. There. It's on the silo. Please help me.